play action. Now Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Suckup. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Kansas City after this. And again, it's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll bring up a second down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
But Charles, you think about these two teams, and think about how long it's been since we've had these same two teams play in the Super Bowl back-to-back years. You have to go back to the Cowboys and Bills almost 30 years ago in the 90s. That's the only time that it's happened in the Super Bowl era. So I'm curious, what kind of chances do you see of us having a Kansas City-Tampa Bay Super Bowl in L.A. come February?
Well, you just pointed out how difficult it is for...
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On the screen, Bernard. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing now is Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now Brady. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
This Kansas City defense will definitely come after you, and they have one of the higher blitz rates in the NFL. They dial one up there, and they get there to make the sack.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now Brady. Slant route to Miller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On first down, Brady. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Brady to throw again. He drops it off for Bernard. And out of bounds right around the 20. Brady going to try and throw on third down. Open man has got one. It's complete. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Really nice job there by the interior of the Kansas City defensive line, and they're a stout unit to run against. And they do an excellent job there bottling that play up.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Defense.
Well, Leonard Fournette, so big and strong, tough to wrap up. At that time, they did so by grabbing the face mask.
Well, as you well know, he's much too big for guys to try and arm tackle. You've got to bring some body with you. This time, the hand got up too high, and that necessitated the throwing of the flag.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Succop. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, this Bucs defense, you remember, pretty stout last year. The number 6 overall unit in the NFL.
And I think that as the season wore on, and you pointed this out to me as well, you start to see some of their rookies begin to figure things out. And they put
and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 33 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
And here's Edwards-Helaire. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Brady now on 1st down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Brady. This is caught. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw, it's Brady. Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. Now Brady again. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. They've got to have 6 here. It's third and goal. Here's Brady to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Succop. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. Now loose football. The ball comes out. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. On the move to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. It's complete. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.